What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Barlitos, and today we about to do a 6 on top with a low fade. Let's go. I'm creating my first guideline with my Andis Slimline Pros, and my first guideline is gonna be just a little above the ear. And from the ear, we're taking it back all the way to the occipital bone. I like creating a guideline in the center just because it makes the haircut look symmetrical. So on one side, you go all the way back to the center, and on the other side, you do the same thing. Bringing out my babyless shavers. When you do your balding, make sure you don't go all the way up to your initial guideline, because it's going to be much more difficult on you trying to get rid of that bald line. So just make sure you don't go all the way up to your initial guideline, which was your trimmer. Bringing out my magic clips, we're going to start flicking out with our lever closed all the way. We're flicking out about 1/4 of an inch. This time we're opening our lever halfway and keep going up 1/4 of an inch. My final step with a no guard is opening the lever all the way and keep flicking out 1/4 of an inch. Quick tip, make sure you have the blade flat against the scalp, because this would give you a great result in your fading technique. So have that blade flat against the scalp and flick out. Grabbing my half guard, we're going to close the lever all the way, flick out 1/4 of an inch. Make sure you're doing everything and every step symmetrical. You want the fade to look symmetrical. You don't want the fade to look higher on one side and lower on the other. Time to open the lever halfway, still using the half guard. Keep flicking out. That flick of the wrist, man, that's where the money is. Still using the half guard, make sure you have the lever all the way open. Keep flicking out. Switching guards, so now I'm using the number 1 guard with my lever closed all the way. Pay attention to how short my strokes are and I'm being consistent on every stroke that I'm making. The key thing is you just got to be consistent throughout the whole haircut. Lever halfway open, still using the number 1 guard. Keep flicking out, keep being consistent. The fade about to turn out fire, just wait on it. Still using my number 1 guard, open the lever all the way. Grabbing my 1.5 guard and closing the lever all the way. You're starting to see that fade pop out. Now we're moving our lever halfway, still using the 1.5 guard. Opening my lever all the way and still using the 1.5 guard. In this step, the bulk should be diminished. There should be a better transition from the fade to the top of the head. Alright, so since I didn't cut the top at the very beginning, I'm cutting the top with a number 6 and bringing it down to the length that he wants. But on the sides, as you can tell, there's still some bulk or some hairs just sticking out, and I'm going to get rid of that on the next step. Now with my number 2 guard, I'm getting rid of most of the bulk or the hairs that are sticking out, and just go straight up, because if you don't go straight up, it's gonna look too round. The haircut's gonna look too round, which doesn't give you that great look. So go straight up and keep the haircut boxed. Using my clipper over comb technique, I'm getting rid of the hairs that are still sticking out that my clipper didn't get. And I didn't want to use my clipper because I didn't want to go into the head and make it round. So that's why I'm using the clipper over comb technique. As you can tell, I'm using the number 1 guard on my clipper when I'm using this technique, because I think it's a little easier. And let's say you do end up going a little bit more into the head, and you might create another guideline in which it's going to take more time and it's going to be more stressful on yourself. So this is a great way to avoid that. This guy's lineup is already sharp as it is. It's natural, so it's really easy on me. So all I got to do is just touch it up a little bit and not really do too much. beard. Look, so you got a fresh cut, you gotta have a fresh beard. I'm doing the same steps as what I did with the fade. So we're using the blade, the half, the 1, and the 1.5. Brought out the enhancement, so we're going to add a little bit of enhancement on his hairline. So YouTube, this is how he came in, and this is how the boy walking out. Fresh cut, fresh beard. If you like this tutorial, please comment, like this video, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Follow my Instagram at BAR_LITOZ_. Thank you guys for watching. It's your boy Barlitos, and I'm signing out.